Hello and welcome to Central Line High School here in Rock Rapids, Iowa, as we get set for tonight's first Siouxland Conference duels of the 23-24 season. I'm Jeff Cruz, joined here by Adam Top. We'll be on the call tonight. Adam, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, Jeff, thanks for having me. It's always fun. It's good seeing these kids get out of a successful season and get into a wrestling campaign here to start the 23-24 season.
Yeah, you know, we have first duel will be between MOC Floyd Valley and Sheldon South O'Brien. We'll have girls and boys at the same time. Girls will be on the west mat, boys on the east. Then it'll be Sheldon South O'Brien and Central Line George Little Rock in duel number 2, and duel number 3 will be MOC Floyd Valley and Central Line George Little Rock. Not earlier today, but our audio and visual production class has a couple senior interviews, and we're going to get to those here while we wait for the warm-ups to finish and all the pre-game festivities here to get over with. But we'll have a short word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with our senior interviews.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we can know our seniors better. I'm joined today by Lily Henry. Thanks for coming on, Lily.
Thanks.
Just start off the interview. What's your class schedule looking like?
First hour, I have egg business. Second hour, I have study hall. Third hour, I have college comp. Fourth and fifth, I have work study that I go and work kind of with a farmer. And then sixth hour, I have strength. And then seventh and eighth hour, I have the house.
Nice. Seems like a fun schedule. What's your most challenging class this year?
My most challenging class would probably have to be college composition, just because it's a lot of papers, more than you're used to, and it's hard to get your brain to think for that long of time.
Yeah, I see. What's your favorite class this semester?
My favorite class this semester is probably the house, just because it gets you out of school, and if anybody knows me, I like to work, so it keeps me busy.
Oh, yeah. It's always a fun class. What activities are you in and out of school?
Some activities I'm in and out of school is I'm currently the FFA president. I am a part of the wrestling program, part of some church groups, just work a lot. But as far as FFA goes, it's a little different this year because we have no advisor, so it's been a challenging task, but I couldn't do it without the help of my secretary and treasurer, because they help do a lot of the nitpicky things.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, you mentioned that you're in wrestling. Do you have any individual goals this year?
Individual goals would probably have to be, they're doing conference champs and stuff now. It's probably a big goal of mine. Another big goal would just be to make it down to just qualify for state.
Oh, yeah. That's always a good goal. Any team goals that you guys have?
Team goals is to be like conference champs as a team, like Siouxland Conference champs, or however that works, I guess.
Oh, yeah. It's always a good goal. What's your favorite memory on the team?
My favorite memory on the team is probably when Louise last year beat all of her girls at the regionals, so she wasn't supposed to, and seeing the team all get together and be happy that way. And we seen it again at West Lyon when Riley beat her main opponent that she wasn't supposed to, and that was really exciting to see.
Yeah, that's cool. What's your favorite part about Central Line?
Oh, my favorite part about Central Line probably has to be the community.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good point. Any advice for the underclassmen?
Some advice for the underclassmen would probably have to be stay busy, because it will go fast. But if you don't stay busy, it will go by really slow.
Yeah, it will. Plans after high school?
So I have 50 credits done already for college, so I'm going to Dort. I'm going to live at home. And then I'll go get my animal science degree, and then work in an AI or embryo transfer field
Nice.
and cattle and stuff.
Seems like
Yep.
fun. Well, thanks for coming on today. And back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
Welcome back to the Lions Den, where we get to know a little bit more about our seniors. Today I'm joined by Taylor Vanderweerd. Thanks for coming out today, Taylor.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get right into the questions. So, what's your class schedule look like this year?
My class schedule this year, I start at Homeowners DIY with Engel. Then after that, I got study hall. Then I go to basic writing with Mrs. Crone. Then I go to entrepreneurship with Mr. Gerlman. Single survival with Mrs. Christensen. Then I go to lifting. And then my last 2 periods of the day are building trades with Mr. Engel again. So.
All right. And what's your favorite class?
I'd have to say building trades. I guess I just like working on the house and stuff down there, being a part of something big like that.
Yeah, that's fun. And what is your most challenging class this year?
I would probably have to say that it'd be building trades because there's a lot of thinking and thought processing that goes into putting stuff together down there, and we want to make sure it's put right so the homeowners are happy. So
Yeah. And what activities are you in the school or like the community?
I do FCA when I can make it, and then I'm in wrestling, so that's about it.
All right. About wrestling, what do you like about wrestling?
I like how physical the sport is. Not many sports like that you get to be really physical, and I guess I just like that community always shows up for our wrestling team, so it's just nice to have support behind you in a sport like that. So.
Yep. And do you have any like individual goals you have for your wrestling season?
I'm gonna try to make it down to varsity and see if I can wrestle a couple varsity tournaments and stuff down there. So.
Yeah, that's good. And do you have any plans for like next year?
Once I graduate, I'll be heading off to Arkansas for a couple weeks from my work. DRG is sending me there for a couple weeks. It's pretty much just taking like a 3-week class. It's supposed to give me a certificate, and then I'll come back, work for DRG for a couple years, go get my journeymans, and just stay down here and keep working in Leicester out of DRG. So.
All right, that's great. And a last fun question. What's your favorite food here at Central Line?
My favorite lunch has probably got to be chili Crispitos.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
All right, that's all the time we're going to have for today. We'll go back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we are getting set for tonight's action. East mat will be the boys. West mat will be the girls.
I believe they were saying that we're going to start off with some JV matches. Is that correct, or go right into varsity?
I think right into varsity because it looks like MOC Floyd Valley is going to start here with on the girls' side with a
start with a bye.
With a bye.
We are starting at 120 tonight. It looks like on the east mat. I'm not sure who we have wrestling yet. Waiting for that to come up here, but it's going to be starting at 120 for Sheldon, South O'Brien, and MOC Floyd Valley.
Surprising we have buys as Sheldon South O'Brien has like 20-some girls out, it looks like. Thought we'd have full teams for both these, but of course it always depends on the what you're doing for weights and where everyone falls and those sorts of things. While we're waiting here for the action to begin, we want to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, the Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estates. I think we're maybe waiting for some track wrestling to get ready to go. Remind everyone we're back on the air tomorrow night. We have home basketball with Boyden Hall, the JV and JVR boys start at 4, JV girls at 4:30, and varsity starts at 6. Those will be 3 separate streams.
Again, tonight we are starting at 120, and for Sheldon it is Josh Hoffman's birthday day. Felipe got a quick little takedown there for the Sheldon wrestler. He kind of trapped that arm, trying to establish some arm control on top.
Looks like another bye for the Dutch on the west mats on the girls' side.
He's got it locked pretty tight there. Getting some few exposure back points there. See if he can tighten it up and look for the pin. And there we are. We got the pin at 120 for Sheldon South O'Brien.
And another bye coming the way of MOC Floyd Valley at 130 pounds for the girls' side on the west mat.
Yeah, just looking at their team there, you wouldn't think they'd start off with that many buys, but.
And it looks like another bye. Nope, actually it looks like we might have a match on the girls' side. As we get going here, looks like Carolee Garcia had the bye at 120, Adriana Gutierrez at 125, and Teresa Rodriguez at 130 for the Dutch as they are up quickly 18-0 with nothing going on so far. But and now it is a little bit different. It is actually Sheldon South O'Brien, Sibley Cheaton for the girls. Sibley Cheaton does not have their own team for girls wrestling. So Grace Seiler, who is sister to Coach Garrett Seiler for Central Line George Little Rock, out there for Sheldon South O'Brien, Sibley Cheaton, and Eunice Reyna for the Dutch at 135 pounds on the west mats.
We have Dominic Browns for the Orioles and Garrett Holstein for the Dutch. Now we're wrestling at 126.
Here on the east mat, going to 126, we've got Garrett Holstein for MOC Floyd Valley and Dominic Rounds for Sheldon South O'Brien, MOC Valley. Floyd Valley wrestler there with the a little high. We get that quick takedown to start off the first period.
About halfway through the first period on the west mat between Seiler and Reyna, no points yet. I do apologize. I'll be doing the west mat. It's a little hard to see that scoreboard from our angle, so I'll do my best to move and so I can see that one.
Yeah.
On the west mat, following the varsity duel, the girls will come.
Garrett Holstein, the wrestler from MOC Valley, is a junior this year. Came off a pretty good sophomore season, looking to improve.
Reyna with the takedown on the west mat. 2-0 is the lead for Eunice Reyna over Grace Seiler at 135.
Sheldon wrestler looking to try to get out from underneath. He almost got that escape at the edge of the mat, but just couldn't make it.
Illegal, a full Nelson illegal call there on Reyna, so Seiler will get the point. So 2-1 now, Reyna leads.
Still 2-0 over on the east mat with the boys here at 126. Holstein doing a little tough riding on top, trying to establish some arm control.
And time, end of the first period.
You're in basketball
I'm
mode,
in
Jeff.
basketball
That's okay.
mode. That's my comfort zone is doing basketball.
Yeah, Monday through Friday you're announcing basketball. Here we got end of the first period over on the East mat. The score is going to be 2-0 for the MOC Floyd Valley Wrestler.
Remind everyone. Sorry, go ahead.
Green won the call there, deferred. Red chooses down.
So remind everyone to make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start these live broadcasts. Also, leave us a note in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from. We always like to know where people watch our broadcasts from, around the area, around the state, around the nation, sometimes around the world, depending on who's tuning in.
Yeah.
And Seiler, no points yet.
Looking for the steps one to the escape.
And it looked like they had a clock malfunction on the west mat. Seiler gets the escape at the end of the first period. Reyna will choose, it's her choice. Looks like she's going to choose top on the west mat. 2-2 here as we go to the second period.
Over on the east mat, he's looking to try to get that arm bar established on the top and just riding hard.
Reyna has Seiler on her back. No points yet, I don't think. Now she's looking like she's going to get some points locked up.
40 seconds left over on the east mat here. Still 2-0 for the MOC Floyd Valley Wrestler.
And Reyna will get the win by pin on the west mat. Eunice Reyna defeats Grace Seiler. That's like a minute 27 left in the second period as the MOC Floyd Valley Dutch now lead 24-0 over Sheldon, South O'Brien, Sibley, Ocheyedan. I'm just going to call him Sheldon. Sorry, those other schools.
Yeah,
that's way too
apologize.
long of a name.
Right there at the end of the second period, Sheldon wrestler gets that one escape. Great mat awareness, knowing where he's at. Clock awareness to know that he's trying to get out at the end of the period.
Looks like Dominic Rounds for Sheldon, South O'Brien, and Garrett Holstein for the Dutch over there on the east mat.
Going into the start of the third period, up 2-0 is Garrett Holstein from MOC Floyd Valley. Gets out on a quick escape, turns it into a reversal. Looking to lock up. Pinning sequence here, he's got the exposure. There's the 3 count. Looking to tighten it up for the pin, and there it is. Winner by pin in the east mat, Garrett Holstein from MOC Floyd Valley with 1:41 left to go in the third period.
Looks like Ania Williams will get the win by forfeit at 140 for Sheldon on the west mat.
We'll be going to 132 on the east mat. I'll let you know who's wrestling for respective schools here as soon as I get them.
Breaking the action here. Upcoming events here, as I said, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night with basketball. All levels, basically, of our high school basketball. Then on Monday, December 11th, we have 7th and 8th grade boys basketball versus Laverne at 4 o'clock. And our high school winter concert at 7:30. Looks like the east mat is ready to go.
At 132 here for MOC Floyd Valley, we got Andrew Boersma versus Marshall Warnke from Sheldon, South O'Brien. MOC Floyd Valley wrestler gets a quick takedown, locks up a arm bar. Looking to turn. Get that far side wrist with the near side arm bar and trying to work around the front of the head. Gets him over onto his back, gets the exposure. See if he can sit back and...
145 pounds for the girls.
Has not been awarded the points yet because it's still in the same sequence there. He locks it up with a... If he can sit that out and get those... There we are. We got that pin at 132 for MOC Floyd Valley. It's going to be Andrew Boersma.
Over on the west mat, we have Jayla Pritz of Sheldon and Genesis Gutierrez of MOC Floyd Valley. It's 145 pounds here on our west mat. Again, we'll try to go to one mat as often as we can in between when there's only action going on one mat. You're not going to get any wrestling commentary out of me. I'm really good at telling you the score, though, as that's Gutierrez with the takedown. She leads 2-0 here in the first period. We're back in action here on both mats.
Over on the east mat at 138. Philip Monroe from MOC Floyd Valley versus Cole Cox from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Pritz gets the escape on the west mat, 2-1 now here in the last 30 seconds of, or last under a minute now to go in first period on the west
Established
mat.
control here, trying to get that takedown to his back. Now we got the two for the takedown. He's scoring some back points here. See if he can tighten that up and lock it up for another pin. We are at 12-6 for MOC Floyd Valley versus Sheldon South O'Brien.
No points yet on the west mat. There it is. 2 points for Pritz. She takes a 3-2 lead, and Jayla Pritz will win by fall over Genesis Gutierrez
on the east mat. It's going to be a winner by fall. Also, Philip Monroe from MLC Floyd Valley. That'll bring the score to 18-6 for MLC Floyd Valley.
And winner by fall for the boys at 138 for the Dutch.
Break in action. Once again, thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Siebert Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. And it looks now we have our match up on the west mat. It is going to be Tamsin Budden of Sheldon versus Casey Huss, MOC Floyd Valley, a 155-pound match on the west mats.
For boys, for the Orbs at 144 pounds, Brian Argetta.
Over on the east mat for 144 pounds for MLC Floyd Valley, we got Dominic Schmitz and Brian Argetta from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Team score on the west mat, MLC Floyd Valley 24, Sheldon has 12. Takedown there by Huss as she is now up 2-0 here.
Both of these boys on the east mat are juniors this year, coming off decently successful campaigns in the 22-23 season. The MLC Floyd Valley wrestler Dominic Schmitz just gets that early takedown, looking to establish some arm control, try to get that near side bar. The mat return. Riding hard from the top there, applying a pressure. Trying to get that arm out, looking for the, switches over.
Still 2-0 here on the west mat. About 40 seconds left in period number 1. Between Huss and Budden. There's an escape for Budden. 2-1 now. At 155 pounds on the west mat.
43 seconds left to go in the first period. Still up 2-0 for the MLC Floyd Valley wrestler, looking to possibly get a turn here, get him over onto his back. Trapping that arm, see if he can scrape the face. There he's got the exposure, trying to lock up that pinning combination there. Pretty tight, and there it is in the fall with 21 seconds left to go in the first period. Dominic Schmitz from MLC Floyd Valley.
End of the first period on the west mats. Casey Huss leads 2-1 over Tamsin Budden. I believe Budden's choice, she deferred, and Huss will start down as we get set to start period number 2 here on our west mat. A quick escape by Huss. 3-1 now. Huss leads Budden here on our west mat.
50 pounds, boys, MLC Floyd Valley's CJ Monroe receives the forfeit.
On the boys' mat on the east side, at 150 pounds, MLC Floyd Valley CJ Monroe is going to receive the win by forfeit or by bye. It'll bring us to 157.
different weight classes this year on the boys' side, so a little bit getting used to. Had to go back in and had to change all of our numbers for our roster. Huss with another takedown on our west mat. We'll go back to our double mat here as they're ready to go here on the east mat on 157.
Pretty much those boys' weight changes an incremental 5 pounds. You know, it kind of changes the dynamic of those weight classes. It just, that extra 5 pounds means a lot.
Yeah, you know, I know our coaches were not very happy. Kind of really puts an emphasis on you know, like 120 to 170, and our most of our kids and or at least our better wrestlers have tended to be the 160 to 170 pounds and up over the years, and basically got rid of a weight class for our strength at least.
Yeah. And at 157 here on the east mat, we've got Blake Yoel from MOC Floyd Valley and Devin Van Riggenmorter from Sheldon South O'Brien. There with a quick 2 reversal for the MOC Floyd Valley wrestle, ties it up 2-2. Devin Van Riggenmorter scored the quick takedown at the beginning of the period, and a minute ago here in the first period, we got a reversal for the MOC Floyd Valley wrestler.
Last 20 seconds, I do believe, here on the west mat, and it is 7-1. Huss leads Budden.
Ford Expedition, 9 County, MLL 632. Lights are on. Go on for a bit.
A lot of these varsity boys, this is their first mat time this year. It's kind of a good chance to get to see who's going to be, you know, kind of the force in the Siouxland Conference here. MOC's looking pretty good here to start this duel.
Yeah, you know, Central Line didn't duel last week. Supposed to go somewhere.
At 157, that is Burke Ewell from MOC Floyd Valley with the pin. That will bring the team score 36-6.
I was going to say before that happened, Central Line and George Little Rock, with the long football season, canceled their first duel and their first tournament. So this is, for our varsity wrestlers, this is the very first time they are going to be on the mat against someone besides their own teammates. JV kids have gone to a couple tournaments, but not the varsity kids. And some JV kids will be varsity kids tonight. But for the most part, see a lot of early wrestling. 11-2 here. Huss leads Budden on our west mat at 155 pounds.
Tonight at 165 pounds on the east mat for MOC Valley Valley. We got Tate Conley versus Michael Fisher from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Stoppage in action here. Not sure what was going on, but now 14-2 Huss leads Budden. I believe we have exactly 1 minute left here in the third period on our west mat.
There's a 2 takedown for the Sheldon South O'Brien wrestler there.
.45 seconds to go here on the west mat.
He's going to try to run the head with that trapped arm. He's got that pretty tight. See if he can get his leg around and scoop the head a little bit. He's starting to get the count there. There's a 3-point secured. Now he's looking to just try to tighten it up and get the pin here.
They'll reset here on the west mat between Huss and Budden. MLC Floyd Valley leads Sheldon South O'Brien in the girls' duel 24-12 at the moment. Also lead the boys' duel 36-6.
Ten seconds to go here in the first period on the east mat. Still looking for that pin at the end of the period there. We'll get their 3 near fall will bring the score to 5-0.
And that'll do it here on the West Mats. Casey Huss gets the victory by major decision, 14-2.
Looks like the Sheldon South O'Brien wrestler chose neutral. See if he can't secure some more points from his feet. And on the single leg, looking to switch over to a double. There, he's got the 2 takedown at the edge of the mat.
Now wrestling at 170 pounds for the girls. For the Oilers, Eva Krogman. And for the Dutch,
Bring it back to the center here.
170
Up now on the West Mat, Eva Krogman for Sheldon and Hannah Bates for MOC Floyd Valley. 170-pound match here on the West Mat. And the takedown by Krogman to give her early 2-0 lead here on
Michael
West
Fisher
Mat.
over here on the South O'Brien. Had a cradle locked up there. Will secure the 3 near fall. Leads with a minute to go in the second period, 10-0.
Bates looking for the escape here on the West Mat. And we'll get it 2-1 now. Krogman in front. Approaching 1 minute left here in the first period on our West Mat.
Fisher's got to, don't get too high. He's got to get back. Gets a 2 near fall. Maintains control there.
Krogman takedown here on the West Mat. And she got 3 near fall.
5 seconds to go here on the east side with 3 seconds to go in the period. Michael Fisher from Sheldon South O'Brien will get the win by fall.
30 seconds left here on the West Mat. Score is 7-1 now. Krogman leads Bates, I do believe that's what that says.
That'll bring the team score over here on the Sheldon South O'Brien MOC Floyd Valley duel in the East Mat. The team score is going to be 36-12 in favor of MOC Floyd Valley, coming up to 175 pounds.
Escape for Bates on our West Mat here. 7-2 is the score. That'll do it for the first period.
At 175 pounds tonight for MOC Floyd Valley is going to be Carter Peterson. And for Sheldon South O'Brien is going to be Colt Roos.
175 pounder.
I'm not entirely sure, but the name there may imply that might be brother of Jarrett Roos. Not entirely sure.
Not sure either. But I do
Quick
believe you are
takedown,
correct.
early escape.
Start of the second period. Bates on top, Krogman on bottom. Still 7-2 in favor of Bates of the 7-2 in favor of Krogman of Sheldon on our West Mat.
Roos with a nice takedown, just could not get a hold of that far ankle. MOC Floyd Valley trying to get around the back. Carter Peterson looking to score a takedown here. There he's got the 2. He's got that leg shelf too. He's trying to get a tilt here with the arm bar. Oh. Settle in for the 2. Looking to establish some mat control.
Krogman with the reversal here on the West Mat. 9-2 is the lead now as we have 1 minute remaining in the second period on the girls' side of the duel on the West Mat.
Roos looking to lock up a cradle.
Locked hands call on the West Mat, so it'll be a point for Bates.
32 seconds left here in the first period. Colt Roos from Sheldon South O'Brien with the 3-2 lead.
Another locked hands call.
There, he's kind of got that arm bar, near side arm bar trapped. Here's a 3 call, or the 3-second exposure at the end of the period there. We'll score the 3 near fall. That'll bring the score to 6-2 at the end of the period.
On the west mat, 9-4 after those back-to-back penalty points. And an escape by Bates, 9-5 now. Krogman leads Bates on our west mat. That's a 170-pound match.
Roos deferred. Peterson chose down. Tried to get that early escape. Good breakdown there again. As hard as he's been riding, I don't know that I would have chosen to be down, but listen to his coaches. Bring it back to the center here with 1:45 to go in the second period.
That'll do it for the second period here on the west mat. Still 9-5 is the score. Krogman leads Bates. Sorry, 11-5 now. Krogman leads Bates.
Peterson with the escape there to start the second period. Brings the score to 7-2 in favor of Colt Roos from Sheldon South O'Brien. Peterson in on a takedown there. Roos has got a wizard. It's kind of good sprawl. Still has that whizzer in there. This should be the 2 for Peterson. Kind of out of position here, but he's got a leg in.
Bates with the takedown, and Bates with the pin down 11-5. Hannah Bates of MOC Floyd Valley on her west mat gets the win by fall.
Carter Peterson has the locked up there and does end up winning by fall, down 9-2.
Stoppage in action. Once again, remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or we start these live broadcasts, and make sure you follow Central Lyon on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news.
That'll bring the team score to 42-12 in favor of MOC Floyd Valley on the boys' side. That'll bring us to 190. For MOC Floyd Valley at 190, we've got Bo Weber versus Aiden Miller from Sheldon South O'Brien.
And on the girls' side, on the west mat, we have Regan Rush versus Elvia Topete and Zua, and that's a 190-pound match as well.
Bo Weber with a quick takedown.
Topete and Zua as well with a quick takedown. And Topete and Zua will get the pin to win by fall.
On the boys' side at 190 pounds, for the Orbs, Aiden Miller, and for the Dutch, Bo Weber. Now they are wrestling.
On the girls' side, it is now 40-12 in favor of MOC Floyd Valley. As we move to our 235 division at the girls' side on the west mat, I think we might have a bye, win by forfeit here for Sheldon South O'Brien. Sibley O'Cheaton, got them all in there.
There you go. The Northwest Iowa version of the alphabets.
Yep.
Up here.
And yes, it looks like I'll tell you who wins, who they have to buy, and when they get it in the track. Looks like Avery Coons of Sheldon will get the bye, and we'll head back around to the 100-pound division on the west mats.
Over here on the east mat, Bo Weber from MOC Floyd Valley has got Aiden Miller on his back here. There's the 3 count. He's going to try to sit out and see if he can't get that arm bar there. He's going to switch it out. Try to scoop the head, get chest to chest. Secure the pin, don't get too high. 7 seconds left here.
Over on the west mats, Kyla Schwager of Sheldon and Teresa Andres Felipe of MOC Floyd Valley at 100 pounds.
Avera Medical water bottles are going to be tossed out into the crowd. So thank you, Avera. Water bottles from Avera.
As we start the second period, MOC Floyd Valley wrestler Bo Weber, is up 5-0 over Aiden Miller. Just a quick score, the 2 reversal. It'll bring it to 7-0. He's got that arm trapped on the back, trying to reach over, scrape the face, get that. Yeah, it's locked up pretty tight there. Would not want to be underneath there for 1 minute and 42 seconds. There we got the pin for Bo Weber at 190 for MOC Floyd Valley.
At 100 pounds on the girls' side, the west mat. That's Andres Felipe up 2-0, but now it is 2-2 Schwager. And Schwager is going to have some near fall points here. Well, she's looking to get the win by fall. Maybe she doesn't have any. Nope, she does. 3 points there for Kyla Schwager of Sheldon. And full Nelson is the call. Not sure what the actual score is. I can't see. It's hard to see here. Looks like 5-2.
5-3.
5-3. Okay, 5-3. Schwager leads Andres Felipe here on our west mat as we go back to action on both mats here as the boys go to 215 pounds.
At 215 pounds for MOC Floyd Valley, we got Herman Topete versus Landon Seatstrup.
Schwager, another takedown over on our west mat.
Kind of a nice little ankle pick there. See if he can finish this.
.30 seconds or so left here in the first period, first period on our west mat at 100 pounds.
Topete with the 2 takedown there.
Another.
Looks like we've got blood time on the east mat.
Trying to hear the official from up here in the corner. It was a technical violation, I believe, on Schwager, another one. It is now 10-5. Kyla Schwager of Sheldon leads Teresa Andres Felipe of MOC Floyd Valley, now 10-6, I do believe, as we approach the last 10 seconds here in period number 2. Or sorry, period number 1. No points there. And that scramble. And it is 10-6 here at the end of the first period. Schwager leads Andres Felipe as they head to the start of period number 2 at 100 pounds. Blood time looks like it's over on the boys' side, so we'll go back to our double box, as they call it.
Still a 2-0 lead for Topete from MOC Floyd Valley. Caution there on green. Quick sit out. Trying to secure the reversal. There we've got the 2 reversal. Looks like he's got trying to trap the arm.
Schwager with the takedown on the west mat, 12-6 now, as she's also got back points locked up. And Schwager will get the win by fall here in the second period. I believe it's a minute 17 left, or minute 07 left in the second period here.
Citro's got that leg in, trying to see if he can get the turn. Gives it up, sticks with the Nelson. Trying to run the head, and he's got that pretty tight. There's the head scoop and the fall. Landon Seatstra, winner by fall from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Receiving the forfeit at 105.
Looks like we'll have a forfeit at 105. Haley Whitaker. Well, Sheldon will get the win by forfeit at 105 pounds. 40 to 30, I believe, is the score. It looks like they're both open at 110 on the girls' side here, and we're going to go to 115 pounds.
Both teams were open at 110 for the girls.
Not sure that Sheldon South O'Brien has any. Oh, there she comes. She's in the crowd. Here comes a Orab 115-pound wrestler for the girls. We'll go to one mat as she gets her headgear on over there on the Sheldon South O'Brien side.
Up here at heavyweight for the boys, we've got Cohen Bloomers from MOC Floyd Valley versus Jack Lang from Sheldon South O'Brien.
And for the Dutch, Cohen Blomers.
2 takedown there for Jack Lang from Sheldon South O'Brien. Winner by fall there at 285 is Jack Lang from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Up now at 115 pounds on our west mat, Alyssa Porica of Sheldon and Eliana Van Zee, MOC Floyd Valley. It's a 115-pound match. Our last match in this duel. MOC Floyd Valley is going to win the duel here as they are up by 10 in this as we have our last match.
On the East mat, the boys' team score is going to be 48-24 in favor of MOC Floyd Valley.
Now wrestling at 106 for the boys. For the Orabs, Alexis Ocampo.
And Van Zee will get the win by fall here at 115 pounds to end things.
That'll bring us to 106 in the boys' match over here. And for MOC Floyd Valley, we've got Adrian Alvarado versus Alexis Ocampo from Sheldon South O'Brien. There with the takedown is Ocampo from Sheldon South O'Brien.
That concludes the girls' duel. With MLC winning the duel by a score of 52-36.
Looks like he's got almost a cradle locked up there a little bit, trying to does let that go. See if he can get back. Alvarado looking for the reversal there. Just could not quite get that. Ocampo looking to establish some mat control, just get him broken down. He's working from a base. Looks like we're going to have a full Nelson there. 1 point awarded to Ocampo, to Alvarado from MOC Floyd Valley. Minute 6 left in the first period. Sheldon South O'Brien wrestler Alexis Ocampo still on top.
Boys, stand ready.
See if he can't get him broken down and then work for those arm control. Alvarado looking to kind of get out the backside there. He's kind of gets back around. Trying to work from that MOC Floyd Valley worker, just kind of working, stuck in a quad pod almost, just kind of can't get his head off the mat. Needs to get his head up. Another point awarded there for Alvarado. Ocampo with the full Nelson again. 25 seconds left to go in the first period. Score is 2-2.
We'll go back to a double box here. We have a JV girls match going on. I'm honestly not sure. I'm trying to figure out who is wrestling. I tried to listen to Coach Postman who's doing the announcing, but kind of hard to hear with our headsets on our ears. Trying to find it on track, but we'll if you you're looking for it, it's we have it up, at least on video, even if I can't tell you who it is.
It looks like they're going to be kind of rotating some JV matches, both boys and girls. Nice double leg takedown there by the MOC Floyd Valley wrestler. Good to see some good technique from the girls. Not just looking for a headlock and trying to throw. End of the first period there. It's going to be a 2-2 score on the boys' mat. Not entirely sure who the MOC Floyd Valley wrestler was there, but she wins by fall.
Got the win by fall. Siali Toki, I think he said.
Cannot imagine trying to pronounce it.
We'll move to just watching our east mat here before as we get the boys' JV matches going on the west mats.
We do have the boys' JV match lineup listed here, so we should be able to let you guys know that. Over on the east mat, minute 30 left to go in the second period. Still a 4-2 for the MOC Floyd Valley wrestler. Alvarado.
Looks like Johan Mejia and Alex Van Zee will be up on the JV, the boys' JV side.
Floyd Valley, Jackson, Sheldon, South O'Brien, you're on deck on the JV side.
Ocampo with the 2 reversal there from Sheldon South O'Brien. He is looking to score some near fall points here as well. There's a 3 count.
And Jackson is for MOC Floyd Valley. I believe I've got that now.
Looking to lock up that headlock, sit back.
You guys are on deck. You're on deck. Jackson and Cody are on deck.
He's got that arm trapped in the head. Looking to score a pin here by. Good job there by Alvarado from MOC, looking away, trying to sit out and bridge. Rolls into it there. 2 seconds left. That's the end of the second period. Will be 3 near fall points awarded. The MOC Floyd Valley wrestler, Adrian Alvarado, will bring his lead to 7-4 as we start the third period.
Still trying to figure out the JV boys matches here on the west mat, so we'll just stay with our 1 mat.
Alvarado started on top there. Ocampo from Sheldon South O'Brien with the reversal there. Now we got Alvarado with the reversal. See if he can't tighten this up. He's looking for the pin here. That was a quick little flurry of reversals there. Brings the score to 11-6 in favor of the Sheldon South O'Brien wrestler, who is currently on his back. And there we have it, winner by fall from MOC of Floyd Valley, Adrian Alvarado, with minute 18 left to go in the third period. I do believe this is the first time we've seen the third period in the boys' meet or the duel.
Not many on the girl side either.
Looking at the results all the way down the screen here, it's winner by fall. Pretty much everywhere we go. That was the only one that's gone into. I take that back. First match went into the third period, but that was also a win by fall. That is going to bring us to 113 on the boys' mat.
I believe we have Van Zee and Mejia up here on our west mat. Not really sure. Coach Postman got that mixed up. We had the second match out there for a while, and then they had to figure out who was actually supposed to be first. And
I don't think any of the boys even knew what they were doing.
No, I don't think so either. It looks like a winner by
fault, by forfeit.
By forfeit. Is that it over there?
Yep, will be Caleb Bruggeman from MOC Floyd Valley.
113 pounds for MOC Floyd Valley.
That should do it then, I believe. 60 to 24, MOC Floyd Valley wins that as well.
With MOC Floyd Valley winning by a score of 60 to 24.
Probably get, we only have 3 boys JV matches between these two teams, so I would assume we'll get to set another one going here on our East mat. If we do, we'll get that up on the screen for you.
We have one JV match to finish up with the boys. Kobe Fisher for Sheldon, South O'Brien versus Aiden Gephardt. Looking for Aiden.
And it looks like Van Zee gets the win by fall here on the west mat.
Now wrestling on the east mat.
And it looks like we are going to have action on both mats here as they're getting the last JV matches set
Run
up.
through.
Now wrestling on the west mat is Blaze Jackson.
Blaze Jackson for MOC Floyd Valley on the west mat.
And Evan Kirby for Sheldon, South O'Brien.
And Evan
Wrestling on the west mat.
Krugman, I believe he said, for Sheldon South O'Brien on our west mat. I think it's Gebhard and Fisher on the east mat. Gebhard of MOC Floyd Valley, Fisher of Sheldon South O'Brien.
These two matches should conclude our first round tonight.
MLC Floyd Valley wrestler there with a reversal and a quick fall. 44 seconds left to go in the first period there in their JV match on the east mat.
Last JV match here before we move on to our second duel of the evening. Remind everyone, next up will be MOC Floyd Valley and Central Line George Little Rock for both boys and girls.
That'll be the end of the period there on the west mat. Green with the call. Looks to his coaches, chooses neutral. In on a double leg. Looking to secure the pin here.
And
got a little zealous there with the there we have it. Winner by fall from MLC Floyd Valley. Good show of sportsmanship there at the end as well.
That'll do it here for our first duel. We are going to take a short break. We'll be back with more wrestling action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted. You push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if auto owners make sense for you.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
We're back here in Rock Rapids after our first duel of the evening, where MOC Floyd Valley Dutch win both the girls and the boys duel. Girls were a 46-30 winners over Sheldon. Boys won 60-24. Up now, as soon as the officials are ready, that is will be MOC Floyd Valley and Central Lyon George Little Rock. The way these duels work and these triangulars is the home team gets to choose whether they go first and third or second and third. They have to be last, obviously, since they're home. And then the team that has to drive the furthest will go first and second, and the team that is the other team, basically, will go opposite the home team. So if the home team goes, the Central Lyon George Little Rock always likes to go back-to-back. So they go second and third. Since Sheldon drives less than MOC Floyd Valley, they will go first and third tonight. That's kind of how the order, I guess, was determined here in the Siouxland Conference.
Looks like we will be starting at 126 on the boys, Matt.
Yeah, and it should be 125 for the girls. Is that the next one up? Well, give me a second here, I'll tell you. Trying to get on track wrestling. You know, this is the first time we've been in action for boys wrestling. Girls wrestling has been in action. The middle school season's going. The high school season's been going. I go to the middle school ones as my 7th grade daughter is a wrestler. I don't know anything about it. I don't help her. I just sit in the stands and
be a spectator and
be a spectator. I'll be honest with you, Adam. I'm not a very good fan. I don't do it very often. I'm usually either up here announcing or coaching. So trying to sit in the stands. Number one, I'm not used to it. My back hurts all the time.
You can't move around.
I can't move around.
Stand up, sit down, stand up.
No, I don't get my steps in during the evening.
It's kind of hard to ask for an iPad to see the play.
Yeah,
previous,
I don't. Yeah,
you know,
I don't just get to watch replay. I don't have to I don't have a stopwatch in my hand like I do during track season. It's different.
You're here to support your wife, who is a coach of this.
That's true. That's true. She's the cheer coach, wrestling cheer coach. So I do support her with that by showing up. I guess that's enough support.
Just like she supports you.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Spouses of coaches go unseen.
They do. They very, very important, though, are the spouses. Cannot even joke about it, but no, without our, especially football, just getting off of, basically a 4-month-long, really 6-month-long season if you count the summer, which we do. And so about half the year, my wife is basically a single parent. All the wives are. So, of course, huge thank you to them. And then a lot of our, on the CLGLR side, we have 3 of our football coaches that turn around and come right into wrestling.
Yep.
So they're
in some capacity.
Yeah. Their wives are single parents for the majority of the year.
Yep. We're going to start off here on the boys' mat. 126 for MOC Floyd Valley. We got Garrett Holstein versus Adrian Bunchy from Central Line, Georgia Little Rock.
Waiting to start the girls here. We will go to just a single mat.
Adrian Bunchy is a sophomore this year. 2 takedown there for Garrett Holstein from MOC Floyd Valley.
And we're ready to go here at 125. Gutierrez for MOC Floyd Valley and Emily Winkle for CLGLR.
Adrian needs to see if he can get his base back underneath him, keeping his head up. There he goes, up to his base, trying to not allow the arm control.
Winkle with a quick takedown here on mat number, or not mat number, West mat.
Mat 1, let's say.
Now she's working on, she's got 2 near fall points locked up, I do believe.
36 seconds left in the first period on the east mat. Still a 2-0 lead for Holstein from MOC Floyd Valley over Adrian Bunchy of Central Line, Georgia Little Rock.
And Emily Winkle will get the win by fall. Minute 3 left here in the first period as Winkle gives the Lions a quick 6-0 lead on the girls' side of this duel.
Bring the action back to the center here on the east mat. Adrian Bunchy starts down with 18 seconds left to go in this period. See if he can't get that escape. That 1 point at the end of the first period would be a nice way to end the period.
Yeah, always nice to steal a point at the end if you can. I do know that much.
2 seconds left here. That'll be the end of the first period.
Start of the 130-pound match on the girls' side. Lily Henry, CLGLR. Teresa Rodriguez, MOC-FV.
Adrian's going to start the second period on top, looking to get a mat return. He does not. He gives up the reversal there to Holstein. Will bring the lead to 4-0.
Henry with a takedown here on the west mat. 2-0 lead. Escape for Rodriguez, 2-1 now.
Got a little blood time here on the east side.
Minute 20 left here in the first period on the girls' mat. Lily Henry up 2-1 on Teresa Rodriguez. You can tell it's early in the season. Even the fans aren't not a lot of energy yet going.
Good to see a number of them in attendance tonight.
Yeah, good crowd here on the home side, as Central Line Georgia Little Rock always has a good crowd here and when we wrestle here in town.
With the sport being shared between us and Georgia Little Rock, we do have to split our home meets. So I do believe we have, 2 meets in George this year?
2 and 2, yeah. 2 here, 2 there.
Okay.
The next one is at the December 21st, I believe. That's Tuesday or that Thursday.
Before Christmas
before
break.
Christmas break, we're over in at GLR.
MOC Floyd Valley, their wrestler on the west side mat, gets that 2 reversal. Adrian Bunchy did get one escape there. Now we get a 2 takedown for the MOC Floyd Valley wrestler.
Henry, under 10 seconds, gets an escape to tie it back up 3-3 here as we head to the second period at 130 pounds on our west mats.
Holstein has secured the 3 near fall. Adrian looking to fight off this pin. And we have there the pin by Garrett Holstein from MOC Floyd Valley over Adrian Bunchy.
Henry gets the escape in on a single leg. And Gutierrez counters and gets the takedown 5-3. Sorry, that's Rodriguez. 5-3 lead over Henry. And now Henry on her back. And Teresa Rodriguez will get the win by fall here at 130 pounds on the girls' side. Ties it up 6-6 for this duel.
It's going to bring us to 132 for the boys' match. For Central Line Georgia Lock, we got Levi Kramer. And for MOC Floyd Valley, Andrew Boersma. Levi coming off a good season last year. Did make it down to the state tournament. Looking to improve this year. Comes into the season healthy compared to last year. Started a little injury. With a quick 2 takedown there for Levi Kramer from Central Line. Has a cradle locked up. Near side cradle, looks to get that leg. Still has it locked up. Trying to, does give it up, but does secure the 2 near fall.
Eunice Reina wins by forfeit for the Dutch.
Eunice Arena will win by forfeit at 135 pounds for the Lions. Or sorry, for the Dutch on the west mat. And Avery Littlefield will go out and get the win by forfeit at 140 for the girls at 140 as coaches are moving people around here. Last year it was more of a just try to get as many matches as you can. If you win, you win. If the duel, it's great. If not, no big deal. This year a little bit different, more full teams, a little bit more strategy going on. You see that here as both MOC Floyd Valley and Central Line George Little Rock moving girls around to try to get the matchups that they want so that they can win the duel. Now up on the girls' side, 145 pounds, Genesis Gutierrez, MOC Floyd Valley. Riley Weiler for the Lions, 145-pound match here on our west mats. Weiler gets the 2-point takedown. A little stoppage of action here on our east mat. Someone tying their shoe. I believe that is a stall warning.
It is. They're supposed to have those laces taped. Levi Kramer with the 4-0 lead still with 23 seconds left to go in the first period.
Still 2-0 here on the west mat between Weiler and Gutierrez. As we approach a minute left here in period number 1 on our west mat.
5 seconds left to go here in the first period on the east mat.
And Riley Weiler gets a win by fall on the west mat over Gutierrez.
Riley Weiler with the fall.
On the east mat, looks like Levi Kramer is going to start the second period from the down position. Look to get that escape right away. Fighting off an arm control.
Wrestling at 155 pounds.
Gets up to his feet.
We're going to move to 155 pounds here On the girls' side, Adelaide Miller for MOC Floyd Valley and Lucy Konitzky for Central Line George Little Rock, 155 on our west mats.
Levi's looking to fight off a turn here. Minute 24 to go here in the second period. Levi fighting hard here, trying to stay off his back. There we go. Will get the 3 near fall points there for Boersma from MOC Floyd Valley. That'll bring the match to a score of 4-3.
Still 0-0 here on our west mat between Miller and Konitzky. We approach the 1 minute mark here in the first period.
Levi with the stall warning there. 38 seconds left to go here in the second period. Coach is telling Levi there he's got to move. You can tell this is kind of his first time on the mat this year, coming off a football season. Just does not have the
Konitzky with the takedown on a west mat, and she gets the first points. And no near fall points there.
15 seconds left to go in the second period here on the east mat. Still with the score of 4-3 in favor of Levi Kramer.
And we're under 10 seconds left on the west mat. First period on the west mat, though. Escape by Miller. And we'll go to the second period. Konitzky leads 2-1 on our west mats.
Under 10 seconds here to go on the east side mat. That'll end the second period here. Still a score of 4-3 in favor of Levi Kramer from from Central Line George Little Rock. Did choose the neutral. Boersma in on the takedown there, fighting it off by Levi. See if he can get the runaround there, score the 2. That should be the 2 takedown. See if Levi can ride him hard here and try to get a little bigger of a lead. He's up 6-3. Trying to break him down there, just
still 2-1 here on the west mat as we approach a minute left in the second period. Konitzky with a takedown. And now looking for near fall points. She's got 3 locked up, does Konitzky.
Kramer looking for the some near fall points on the east mat as well. Just has not broken that. There, he's now starting to get the count. Has secured the pin with 44 seconds left to go in the third period.
Konitzky now up 7-1 here. 20 seconds left in the second period, I believe. Miller gets the escape now, 7-2.
It's going to bring us to 132 on the east mat.
We'll head to the third period on our west mat. Konitzky of the Lions leads Miller of the Dutch 7-2. And we're back in action on both mats.
132 for the Lions, we've got Reagan Hashi. And for MOC Floyd Valley, we've got Jackson Schmitz.
Now wrestling at 144 pounds for the Dutch, Jackson Schmitz. And for the Lions, Reagan Hashi.
Reagan Hashley there trying to secure the takedown. He gets around the back there for the 2.
For the Dutch. And Reagan Hashley for the Lions. Now wrestling.
Reagan Hashley coming off a sophomore season of a record of 18-11. He's got a tilt there, armbar tilt sequence. Looks like he secured the 3 count. Has not been awarded it yet, as he has not released that hold. There he is. There's the 3. Score 5-0 for Reagan Hashley.
Down to 55 seconds left here in third period on the west mat, as Konitschke still leads 7-2. No points, I don't believe, so far this third period, as Konitschke chose neutral to start the third period. And there's a takedown for Konitschke, 9-2 now.
Reagan Hashley there with a good mat awareness. We'll be able to pull him back and get those 2 near fall points. Stoppage on the east side mat for some blood.
And that'll do it on our west mat. Lucy Konitschke will get the 9-2 win over Adelaide Miller at 150 pounds. A little stoppage in action. Remind everyone we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. Boys basketball, JV and JVR boys basketball at 4 o'clock. JV girls basketball at 4:30. And then the varsity girls and boys doubleheader at 6 o'clock. Then Monday, December 11th, 7th and 8th grade boys basketball versus Laverne at 4 p.m. And our high school winter concert as well on Monday at 7:30.
On the girls' side for MLC Floyd Valley, Hannah Botts.
We're going to go to 170 pounds on the girls' side. For the Lions, it'll be Aubrey Benz versus Hannah Bates of MLC Floyd Valley. 170 pounds on the west mats. 21-12, Lions do lead here in the girls' side of this duel.
12 seconds to go left in the first period here on the boys' match. Reagan Hashley still with a 5-0 lead. MLC Floyd Valley wrestler will defer. Hashley will choose down to start the second period.
Still scoreless here on the west mat. Minute 10 left in the first period.
Stalemate there. Hashley looking for that escape. Coaches were telling him to just get away. Do it again here. Try to get that quick escape.
Down to 30 seconds left here in the first period. On the west mat.
Looking to control, arm control there. Get off your butt. There you go. He's got that whizzer in. Locked hands there on the MLC Floyd Valley wrestler. We'll get the 1 point to Reagan Hashley. Bring our lead to 6-0.
We're going to reset here on the west mat. I think it's 15 or 16 seconds left. Can't see from my angle. Still 0-0 though.
Locked hands again there from Jackson Schmidt from MLC Floyd Valley. Reagan Hashley will be awarded the 1 more point. Bring our lead to 7-0. Hashley looking for the reversal here. will get the reversal. Reagan Hashey there with the reversal from MLC or from Central Line Georgia Little Rock. Reagan looking again there at that tilt. Stoppage there.
Bates gets the escape and the 1-point lead. Now Benz with the takedown.
Over here on the boys' side, Hashey will be awarded the 3 near fall. And then an illegal technical violation on the MLC Floyd Valley wrestler is what caused the stoppage. We'll bring it to 13-0.
So Benz had locked hands there. So she gives you up the escape and gives up the point for locked hands.
Hashey will get the tech fall there with the score of 15-0.
So on our West mat, Aubrey Benz now leads 5-3. 50 seconds left here in the second period. Shout out to junior high wrestling coach Mitch Lupkus watching from home. Bates gets the takedown now, tied up. 5-4. Is that what that says, Adam? On our far scoreboard.
It does.
5-4. Ben still leads here on our West mat. About 30 seconds left in the second period.
Up next on the boys' side at 144, we got Lane Kruger for Central Line Georgia Little Rock versus Dominic Schmitz from MLC Floyd Valley.
End of the second period. Ben still leads 5-4 over Bates as we go to the third period here on our West mat.
Lane Kruger, a senior this year for Central Line Georgia Little Rock. Needs to get his head off the mat here.
Caution on red over here on Bates on the West mat. Escape by Bates, tied up now 5-5 here in the third period. Takedown for Bates. She now leads 7-5.
Kruger in on a single leg.
And Bates will get the win by fall here on the West mats. 1:10 remaining in the third period.
29 seconds left to go in the first period on the boys' match. Still 0-0 is the score. Both guys just kind of not really wanting to tie up, trying to shoot from space.
We're going to go to our 190-pound match here on the girls' side of things.
It's the end of the first period on the boys' match. Score is going to be 0-0. Kruger is going to choose down.
And for the Lions at 190 pounds, Gabby Rasmussen. Check that, that's Elvia Topete for the Dutch.
Looks like Elvia Topete for the Dutch and Gabby Rasmussen for Central Line Georgia Little Rock at 190 pounds on our West mats.
On the east side mat here, Dominic Schmitz from MLC Floyd Valley trying to lock up that far side cradle. Kruger's doing a good job of just not giving it up. Looking away, keeping that arm out. Schmitz does lock up that cradle and is getting the exposure.
Rasmussen Topete still scoreless here. We approach 1 minute left in the first period on your west mat. Rasmussen's first year ever wrestling.
Schmitz does get the 3 near fall. Looking to lock up that cradle again. Lane just needs to be aware that's what he's looking for as he's trying to get up off the mat. Potentially dangerous to call there. 32 seconds left to go here in the second period. Lane Kruger is down 3-0.
We're still scoreless in the west mat as we approach 20 seconds left in the first period between Topete and Rasmussen on the girls' side.
Kruger with a nice reversal there, hips over. Don't get too high, does end up securing the 2 reversal, but
Topete with a takedown on our west mat.
And the 2 near fall. We'll give up the 1-point escape now. Now with another 2 at the end of the second period there to go up 6-4.
A lot of action over on our east mat.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
5-0 is a score. Topete leads Rasmussen as we head to the second period here at 190 pounds on our west mats.
Start of the third period. MOC Floyd Valley wrestler will choose down. Kruger still has that 6-4 lead.
Caution on Topete here on the west mat. Again, leave us a note in the chat where you're watching from. Let us know where you are.
Kruger looking to the mat return here. Kruger will give up the 2 reversal there.
Gabe Rasmussen with a reversal, and she has Topete on her back. Rasmussen was down 5-0. And Rasmussen will get the win by fall. The minute 4 left in the second period on our west mat.
Score still tied up 6-6 here on the east mat. Kruger looking to stay off his back here at the end of the period. 14 seconds left to go.
On the west mat, Haley Godverson will win by forfeit at 2:35. We'll go back around now to 100 pounds on our west mat.
That'll be the end of the third period. Score is going to be tied to 6-6. We'll go to sudden victory.
For the girls, wrestling at 100 pounds, for MOC Floyd Valley, Teresa.
Start off with a minute period here. First to score. We'll start from the neutral position. Hashi trying to keep him at bay. Not allow him to tie up. Schmitz in on a takedown. Looking for a scramble here. Kramer looking to scramble. Get around here for score the 2. Your winner, Lane Kruger.
In overtime, Lane
So Cougar gets a win in overtime on the boys' side, and now at 100 pounds here on the girls, we have Ellie Luce versus Teresa's Andres Felipe. Luce with the takedown here. Minute 34 left here in the first period.
That'll bring us to 150 on the boys' match.
And over on the west mat, Ella Luce gets the win by fall.
Over here at 150 for the Central Line George Little Rock, and we got Jamie Van Wy versus CJ Monroe from MLC Floyd Valley.
For MLC Floyd Valley, CJ Monroe. For the Lions, Jamie Van Wy.
Monroe in on a takedown there. Van Wy does a good job just to turn around, give the two, don't give up their back.
For the girls, Alex Flores receives the forfeit for the Lions.
Alex Flores will receive the forfeit at 105 pounds for Central Line George Little Rock on the girls' side. Looks like we're going to get, the Lions will get another forfeit at 110 as they will wrap up the victory here for this duel as they are up 45-18 as we head to our last weight class.
Van Wy down 2-0 to Monroe from MLC Floyd Valley. Jamie doing a good job there, just trying to keep his head off the mat, not give up the arm bar. Near side here. Continue to work up to your base.
For the girls, receiving the forfeit for the Dutch, Aliana Van Zee.
West mat, another forfeit, this time for the Dutch. Van Zee will get the win by forfeit at 115.
23 seconds left to go here in the first period. Jamie Van Wy from Central Line Georgia Little Rock still down 2-0 to CJ Monroe.
Go ahead. At 120 pounds, also receiving the forfeit for MLC Floyd Valley is Carly Garcia.
So Carly Garcia will get the forfeit at 120 for MLC Floyd Valley. Central Line Georgia Little Rock wins this duel 51-30, I do believe.
The result, Central Line George Little Rock 50, 51, MLC Floyd Valley 30.
6 seconds left to go here. That'll end the first period. Still going to be a 2 Sorry, I'm not entirely sure they awarded Jamie Van Wy the 1 point. Must have been a locked hands or something. Bring us to the second period.
For MLC Floyd Valley, Alex Van Zee. Check in, Alex. And for the Lions, Kale Shipper.
Getting into the JV matches now in our West.
We have a JV girls match first. First up, we have for Sheldon South O'Brien, Peyton Crawley. And for MLC Floyd Valley, Bria Miller. You're up, girls. And then we move into Shipper versus Van Zee.
Jamie looking to turn away there. CJ Monroe from MLC Floyd Valley is just not allowing him. Jamie needs to keep working at getting up, just keep his head up at the mat.
Once again, Kale Shipper and Alex Van Zee, you're on deck on the west line.
Not really sure who is up here on our West mat.
It's a JV match, it looks like.
JV match, yeah, between MLC Floyd Valley and Sheldon South O'Brien. I don't even think they have them up on track. I was looking earlier, so.
Jamie Benoit still down 2-1 to CJ Monroe from MOC Floyd Valley. 12 seconds left to go here in the second period. Jamie looking to secure reversal here, at least reversal there at the end of the second period. Will bring us to the third period. Jamie Benoit will start the third period with a 3-2 lead over CJ Monroe of MOC Floyd Valley. Monroe chose down to start the third period. Jamie with the breakdown, hold on to that bar. See if he can break him back down to the mat. Trying to establish some hand control. Monroe just trying to stay off his belly. Jamie reached back and scooped the head. Has it locked up pretty tight there. Don't get too high. Scoop the head there for the pin. Jamie Benoit.
Up here in our West mat, JV girls match, end of the first period. I think at the end of the first period. 2-0 in favor of Sheldon South O'Brien, I believe.
That's going to bring us to 157 on the boys match. For Central Line Georgia Lark, we're going to have Egan Peterson versus Burke Ewell from MOC Floyd Valley.
At 157 pounds, for MOC Floyd Valley, Burke Ewell. For the Lions, Egan Peterson.
15 seconds into the first period here. Still on our feet. Egan with the throw by there. Secures a 2. Kind of trying to get his head in the hole. Gets that arm on the back. See if he can keep him down.
And this up now for MOC Floyd Valley, we have Alex Benzine. And for the Lions, Kale Shipper.
They go out there, return to the mat, return to the center. Egan Peterson with a 2-0 lead, minute 2 to go in the second period, or the first period.
On the West mat, JV boys match, we have Alex Van Zee, MOC Floyd Valley, Kale Shipper, Central Line, George Little Rock.
Peterson with the mat return there at the edge of the mat. Will be called for the locked hands. Ewell from MOC will be awarded the point there. .44 seconds left to go in the first period. Egan Peterson still on top there.
Minute left here in the first period on our JV match, still tied 0-0.
Trying to scrape across there. Doing a good job of keeping that arm.
Kale Shipper takedown here on the West mat. Has Van Zee on his back, and Kale Shipper will get the win on the West mats.
7
seconds left to go here in the first period on the East mat. Egan Peterson still with a 2-1 lead. That's how we will end the first period.
Isaiah Crane for MOC Floyd Valley, and for the Lions, Carson Vandekop.
Up next on our West mat, Carson Vandekop, Central Line George Little Rock, Isaiah Crane, MOC Floyd Valley.
Crane, MOC Floyd Valley, and Vandekop. Now rest.
Egan Peterson will start the second period in the down position. Looking to get away there. Does turn in and get that one escape.
You're on deck. Blaze Jackson for the Dutch. Germans for the Lions. You're on deck.
Peterson trying to set up his shot here, working from the tie. Ewell in on the single leg there. Peterson able to fight it off with a nice sprawl. Gets behind for the 2. We'll bring the score to 5-1 in favor of Egan Peterson from Central Line George Little Rock. Egan does give up the escape there to Ewell. We do have a stoppage on the east mat there. Looks like some blood time for Ewell.
Crane up 2-0 here on our west mat over Vandekop.
Carson Vandekop on the west mat here does a good job of fighting off this cradle as we end the period there.
Remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start these live broadcasts. Even the non-Central Line George Little Rock fans. So we see someone watching, Brian Vermeer, watching all the way from Virginia tonight. You do have to be a subscriber to leave any comments, as we've had some problems with bots leaving comments when you don't have the subscriber-only feature turned on.
Another
does help
reason-
drive our subscriber count up. I'm not going to lie,
I mean,
but
shameful plug there. Shameless
right.
plug.
Shameless, that's right. We don't get paid for any of it, but just nice to have.
Yeah, it's good metrics to measure where you're at. And over here on the east mat, we're still at 157 pounds. Central Line George Little Rock's Egan Peterson still has that 5-2 lead. The team score is 20-6 in favor of the Central Line George Little Rock. Carson Vandekop over here on the west mat, looking to secure some near fall points. Does have the 2 so far. Egan Peterson does get the takedown there. That'll do it for the end of the second period. Egan Peterson from Central Line George Little Rock does have the 7-2 lead. Ewell from MOC Floyd Valley does select down to start the third period. Looking for a good solid 2 minutes left here for Egan to finish this match. Egan Peterson has that arm bar looking to run around the front, switches to the half Nelson.
All done here on the second period. On the west mat. 5-2.
Has to
Crane
clear
leads.
the three there, looking for the pin now here is Egan Peterson. And there we have it. Winner by fall, Egan Peterson, Central Line, George Little Rock.
We're not moving very fast on the east mat, are we, Adam?
No.
What did we start at? 126?
Yeah, 126. That was a 157. Yeah. Some good wrestling.
About halfway done almost. This will be, after this match, will be our halfway mark here on the east mat. Crane and Vandekop still going here on the west mat.
On the east mat, we will bring us to 165. For Central Line George Little Rock, we've got Aaron Springer. And for MOC Floyd Valley, we've got Aiden Gebhard.
Now wrestling at 165 pounds for the boys. For MOC Floyd Valley, Aiden Gebhard. And for the Lions, Aaron Springer.
Springer looking to turn the corner there. Does secure the 2 takedown.
Crane still leads 5-2. Minute 20 left in this match on our west mat. JV match on the west
Springer
side.
looking to lock up that far side cradle and does win by fall there. Winner by fall, Aaron Springer for Central Line George Little Rock.
Reversal for Crane here on the west mat. Now leads 7-2 over Carson Vandekop of the Lions.
That will bring our team score on the boys match over here to 32-6 in favor of Central Line. And we're coming to 175 pounds. For Central Line George Little Rock at 175 pounds, we got Matthew Everhard versus Carter Peterson from MOC Floyd Valley.
175 pounds. For MOC Floyd Valley, Carter Peterson. For the Lions, Matthew Everhart.
Everhart, a senior this year for the Lions. Peterson does get that early takedown to start the first period here.
That'll do it here on the west mats. Crane will get the 10-2 victory in the JV match.
Isaiah Crane wins by 9-2 decision for the Dutch.
We'll have a stoppage here for a potentially dangerous. Peterson will be awarded the 2 near fall points.
On our JV mat,
Over on the west mats, we'll move to another JV match. Blaze Jackson, MOC Floyd Valley versus Cam Jurns, Central Line George Little Rock. That is a JV match on our west mat.
Everhart trying to stay off his back here. Peterson from MOC Floyd Valley will have the 3-point near fall secured and does finish it off with a pin there at 175.
Carter Peterson wins by fall for MOC Floyd Valley.
On our west mat, Jackson and Jurns. Jackson finally does get the takedown there. Now 2-0 lead for Blaze Jackson over Cam Jurns in the JV match.
Now wrestling at 190 pounds for MOC Floyd Valley.
Will bring us to 190 for Central Line George Little Rock. We got Ethan Peterson versus Bo Weber from MOC Floyd Valley. Ethan, a senior here for the Central Line Georgia Little Rock wrestling team.
4-2 lead for Jackson here on the west mat as Jurens was able to get the reversal after the 2 near fall points.
Neither wrestler here on the east side interested in tying up here, trying to work from space a little bit now. We start to fight for wrist control. Staying forehead to forehead and not really wanting to get ear to ear.
In the first period, 4-2 still leads.
Fighting for inside control there, trying to just establish a tie.
Jackson with another takedown on our west mat now leads 6-2 over Jurens. It's a JV match on our west mat, Varsity on the east mat.
Weber in with the shot. Peterson with the good defense here. Has him in the front headlock. They're kind of shuck by, go by there. Nice. 2 takedown there for Peterson. 10 seconds to go here in the first period. Ethan Peterson with the 2-0 lead. Unable to hold on to the leg there to kind of end the period. MOC-FV Valley wrestler will defer. Looks like we've got a stoppage time for blood. Peterson's got a little blood.
Jurens over on our west mat with another reversal. Now Jackson looking for a reversal. Jackson still leads 6-4. Now tied 6-6. Jackson has a count here though, so he will take the lead at some point. As soon as he lets go of this hold, or if he ends up winning by fall. Down to about 20 seconds.
Start of the second period here on the east mat in the neutral position.
Blaze Jackson wins by fall on the west mat. We have one more JV match to go here on our west mat, I think.
I know they had one more listed on the draw sheet. But Egan Peterson with that 2-0 lead on the east mat. Minute 10 to go in the second period. In on the single leg. Trying to, there we go, and pick that far ankle off. Around for the 2. Now has a 4-0 lead over Bo Weber of MOC-FV. Well,
looks like we're done on the west mat unless we end up having a moving varsity matches over there. So it looks like we're only going to be on our east side here.
.20 seconds to go here in that second period. Ethan Peterson with the 4-0 lead yet. Does give up the 1 escape. That will end the second period. Ethan Peterson with the 4-1 lead. Red will choose down here. Weber trying to establish hand control. Peterson drops down to the single leg with the mat return.
Ethan coming off a broken foot. He dropped a concrete barrier on his foot during the football season when he was working in one of their hog buildings. So Ethan sat out multiple weeks of the football season with a broken foot. And now it's just seeing his, I think I was just thinking at him, I think every one of these wrestlers so far have been football players.
Sure.
So not a lot, most of them, if not all of them, not with a whole lot of practice time yet.
Yeah.
There was a technical violation there. Now Peterson leads 4-2.
.57 seconds left to go here in the third. Peterson's doing a good job of just riding hard.
Another locked hands.
Yeah, we'll give up another point for the locked hands.
Now we're a little different here, 4-3.
With 48 seconds left. Escape will tie it up.
Reversal would be the worst outcome here.
Peterson still in control with that single leg. Will maintain. Will give up that 1 point escape. That ties us up 4-4 with 19 seconds left. Peterson caught looking at the clock, I believe, there. Almost gives up the takedown right at the end and will give up the takedown. Straight to his back for the pin will be Bo Weber.
Bo Weber wins by fall.
That'll bring our team score to 32-18 in favor of Central Line Georgia Little Rock. That's going to bring us to 2:15. Looks like for Central Line Georgia Little Rock, we're going to have Trevor Deeren.
Now wrestling at 250.
And it does look like we're going to go ahead and move ahead with the girls' final duel as they are going through captains at the moment on our west mat. So we'll be over back on our double box here with girls. Central Line Georgia Little Rock versus Sheldon South O'Brien as soon as that one's ready to go.
And we are at 2:15 for Sheldon South O'Brien. It will be Hermano Tepete versus Trevor Deeren from Central Line Georgia Little Rock. Trevor, a senior this year.
Starting at the 130 weight class.
Deeren with the first takedown there. Inside trip. With the get him down and back to the mat. Deeren tries to lock up that far side cradle. Does get it locked up. Pretty tight. Oh! Was awarded the pin there. Ref did not have a very good shot at it. Jumped around to try to see and did see enough to award the pin. Trevor Deeren from Central Line Georgia Little Rock.
Receiving the forfeit at 130 pounds for the Lions on the girls'
And it looks like we're
side.
going to get started here on the west mat. 130 pounds, Central Line Georgia Little Rock's Emily Winkle will get the win by forfeit. So Lions will start 6-0 here. As we go to the heavyweights on the boys' side.
Colin Lomers
At 285 pounds for the Central Georgia Little Rock Lions tonight, we've got Sam Christensen, and for MOC Floyd Valley, we got Cohen Bloomers. Sam a junior this year. Another member of that Central Georgia Little Rock football line.
Yeah, back-to-back members there.
Yeah.
Left tackle and Trevor Darren, right guard and Sam Christensen. Up here on the west mat, Lily Henry, Central Georgia Little Rock, and Grace Seiler for Sheldon.
Grace Seiler for Sheldon South O'Brien. And for the Lions, Lily Henry.
Red with the caution there, trying to get out of bounds. Sam with the good defense there. Just said not today. 2 takedown.
Still tied up 0-0 here on the girls' mat, on the west mat, between Henry and Seiler.
Christensen has it pretty tight there. Scoop the head. Will receive the 3 near fall. Well, now just looking to secure the pin. And there he has it. Winner by fall, Sam Christensen from Central Georgia Little Rock.
Still 0-0 here on the west mat between Lily Henry of CLGLR and Grace Seiler, Sheldon. And Henry slips out of that one to get the takedown. She leads now 2-0. About 30 seconds left here in first period.
Looks like Coach Eben was, I don't know.
I'm not sure what was going on over there on the boys' mat.
Looks like we will.
Well, we don't have 106 pounders.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I remember him saying that at the start of the night. Adrian Alvarado from MOC Floyd Valley will be winner there at 106.
And Lions also don't have 113 pounder.
6 pounds receiving the forfeit for the Dutch, Adrian Alvarado.
Who is that? MOC Floyd Valley will win 113 there again by a forfeit.
Over here on the west mat, tied up 2-2 here. Minute 40 left in the second period between Lily Henry and Grace Seiler.
That'll bring us to 120 on the boys' match.
At 120 pounds, for MOC Floyd Valley, Gabby Felipe.
Seiler with a 2-point takedown here on the west mat. She leads now 4-2.
Over here on the boys' match at 120 for Central Georgia Little Rock, we're going to have Peyton Cook. And for MOC Floyd Valley, it will be Dalby Felipe. Cook there with a good defense, not giving up that takedown. Will switch to the double for himself and secure the 2. Out front. Will get caught out front there and give up the 2 reversal. Minute to go in the first period. Scores tied 2-2.
And that'll do it here on the west mat. End of the second period. Grace Seiler still leads 4-2 over Lily Henry. Oh, I suppose I should go back to 2 mats. My bad. People watching at home.
Sleeping on the job.
I was. Normally I don't have to run the cameras and announce.
27 seconds left here in the first period. Score is still tied 2-2. Go. Three seconds to go here, and that will end the first period. Score is tied 2-2.
Down to a minute 30 left in the match here on the west mat. Seiler still up 4-2, up by 2, 4-2. Escape now for Seiler, 5-2 lead for Grace Seiler over Lily Henry on the west mat at 135 pounds.
Cook will defer. Delbe Felipe from MOC Floyd Valley will choose down. Felipe will receive a caution for stalling there on the bottom. And we'll turn that over into a reversal. Cook fighting off this pin.
Seiler with another takedown on the west mat, 7-2 now, lead over Henry. Under 30 seconds to go.
Delbe Felipe from MOC Floyd Valley will secure the pin there.
And Grace Seiler wins by fall on the west mat. Break in the action here. I do believe that was it for the boys' side, was it not?
I do believe we have one more yet.
One more yet? Okay.
No, that was 121. We started at 126 on the boys, so that should bring us to the end of the duel.
So Central Line George Little Rock will move to 1-0 on the year. On the boys' side, MOC Floyd Valley will finish tonight 1-1 after they got the 60-24 victory over Sheldon South O'Brien. Up now on the west mat, receiving the forfeit will be Riley Weiler at 140. Waiting here at the girls' side here. Take an opportunity to thank our sponsors once again. Cannot thank them enough. Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. Thank those sponsors for providing their sponsorships, help provide improvements to our broadcast, such as the camera and in the activity center. We're working on improving that as well, as we're looking at should have a secondary camera coming that we can put to face the scoreboard over in the activity center, so that we can have the scoreboard on our broadcasts as well down there.
On the girls' side at 145 pounds for Sheldon South O'Brien.
Now up is Lucy Konitschke of Central Line George Little Rock and Jayla Pritz of Sheldon. That is our 145-pound match on the girls' side, as the Sheldon South O'Brien boys getting a quick warm-up before they start the boys' side of this duel.
On the west mat here, we got Lucy Konitschke.
Jayla Pritz.
Jayla Pritz from Sheldon, South O'Brien, Sibley Ocheaton.
I believe they're Sheldon, South O'Brien, Sibley Ocheaton. I know they're Sheldon, Sibley Ocheaton for sure.
I mean, you got to dabble a little bit in there.
I believe that's what they actually are.
Lucy with the takedown there. Takedown, and then will be awarded 2 near fall points as well.
Lucy, daughter of Coach Konitschke, Coach Paul Konitschke, here for the Lions.
Lucy starting her freshman year.
Yes, she is just a freshman.
Starting off, I believe, 9-0 going into tonight.
Yeah.
We'll bring her to 11-0 to start the season.
Yeah, having a good year. I should say daughter of Paul Konitschke and brother of Simon Konitschke. Sister of Simon Konitschke, the all-time best signal caller we've ever had at Central Line George Little Rock history.
Go down the record books, that one.
I'm sure he's watching his sister tonight, so I want to make sure I give him a shout-out. Lions are up, I believe, 18-6. Yes, 18-6. Lions are winning this the girls' duel here. As we move to 155 pounds. It's going to be Briley Nelson for Lions for sure.
155 pounds for the Oras. Tamsin Budden.
And Tamsin Budden for the Orabs.
Briley, a sophomore this year for Central Line George Little Rock.
Does look like we are about to get things going as well on the east mat. They're doing captain's meeting on the east mat.
Looks like Sheldon has selected their two captains, their two seniors.
Two seniors that are not wrestling, unfortunately, for them this year, or at least at the moment. Some injuries on their side. Still 0-0 here, under a minute to go in the first period between Nelson and Budden. Budden now takedown for the 2-0 lead.
For our Central Line George Little Rock versus Sheldon South O'Brien match, we will start at the 132-pound weight class. And get it going right here.
Under 10 seconds to go here in our 155-pound match here on the girls' side.
Briley looking to fight off this end of the period. Will survive.
Will survive, but she'll go down 5-0 here into the second period. We'll move to both mats now as we're getting started with the Central Line George Little Rock and Sheldon South O'Brien boys duel.
We are starting tonight in the Sheldon in this duel at 132, and for Central Line George Little Rock, we got Levi Kramer versus Marshall Warnke. Kramer with the 2. Trying to shelf that leg there and working at a crossface to tilt. Will secure that 3 near fall, looking for that far side cradle.
Budden gets the escape here on the west mat, now leads 6-0 over Briley Nelson. About a minute 20 left in the first period. Or sorry, second period here on the west mat.
Levi look to hook that leg and squeeze. Will secure another 3 near fall. That'll bring the score to 8-0 in favor of Levi Kramer from Central Line George Little Rock. Good to see Levi now working here on a third pinning combination. And will secure the pin with 33 seconds left to go in the first period.
Nelson and Budden here. Last 40 seconds of the second period. Still 6-0. Budden leads. Now that's 8-0 in favor of Budden. And Budden will win by fall here on our west mats at 155 pounds.
It's going to bring us to 138 on the boys match. For Central Line Georgia Little we're going to have Regan Hashey versus Cole Cox from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Cole Cox for the Orioles, and for the Lions, Regan Hashey, now wrestling, 138.
Regan Hashey, a junior this year for Central Line Georgia Little Rock.
On the girls' side, under 170-pound match.
Moved to 170 pounds on the girls' side. We'll have Aubrey Brenn, CLGLR, versus Eva Krogman of Sheldon.
Hashey with the takedown there. Minute 20 to go in the first period.
Benz with quick takedown, and Benz with the quick pin on our west mats over Krogman.
Edge of the mat there. Ref will decide to bring it back to the center here. Hashey still with the 2-0 lead.
Now up at 190 pounds for the girls, for the Orioles.
Moved to 190 pounds on the girls' mat. Gabby Rasmussen, CLGLR. Reagan Rushy, Sheldon.
They're excited.
Yes.
Gabby with the takedown there.
West side, west mat here. And Rasmussen with the win by fall on the west mat.
Hashey still with that 2-0 lead. Over Cole Cox from Sheldon South O'Brien. Has a cradle locked up here at the end of the first period. Will get the 2 count for the 2 near fall.
Over on the west mat, Haley Godberson will receive the win by forfeits. Lions now up 36-12 on the girls' side of this duel.
Hashey to start the second period in the down position.
Move to 100-pound weight division for, on the girls' side, we have Ellie Luce, CLGLR, and Kyla Schweiger, Sheldon.
Hashey with a quick reversal there at the edge of the mat. Minute 43 to go here in the second period. Hashey with the 6-0 lead.
Luce and Schwager just getting going here. 15 seconds in on the west mat. That's a 100-pound match. Schwager takes Luce down and straight to her back. And Schwager will get the win by fall on the west mats over Ellie Luce.
Kyla Schwager wins by fall.
Hashey looking to run the head here to score some near fall.
For a 105-pound match. For the Orioles, Haley Whitaker. For the Lions, Alex Flores.
We're going to 105 pounds on the west mat, Alex Flores, CLGLR, Haley Whitaker of Sheldon, 105 pounds on the girls mat.
Hashi with the near fall here, looking to secure the pin. There we have it. Winner by fall, Reagan Hashi at 138 pounds.
Flores and Whitaker, no points yet. Minute 30 left in the first period. We are at 105 pounds for the girls.
At 144 pounds, Lane Kruger receives the forfeit for the
Lane Kruger from Central Line, George Little Rock will receive the win by forfeit at 144 for Central Line.
A minute left here in the first period. Whitaker. Now Whitaker secures her 2 points for the takedown.
We'll bring us to 150 in the boys match. Looks like we got Jamie Benoit for Central Line, George Little Rock.
Flores quickly out, 2-1 now. Whitaker leads.
150 pounds for Sheldon South and Ryan. Ryan Argetta.
Right idea there from Benoit to anticipate that whistle and get in on the shot right off the bat. It will be Brian Argetta from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Flores with a takedown on the west mat. Looking to end this early, but she's not got to hurry. 10 seconds left. Oh, then she does get it done. Alex Flores wins by fall. 10 seconds remaining in the first period on our west mats.
Benoit in on a single leg takedown there. Jamie has that arm bar. The far wrist. Trying to run the head there. We'll have him over on the for the pin.
Jamie Benoit wins by fall.
Your winner at 150 pounds, Central Line, George Little Rock's Jamie Benoit.
A little break in action as we're waiting here. Gonna have a win by forfeit anyway. Gotta get her headgear on over here. Does Zoe.
Before she enters the mat.
Technicalities.
Yeah, yep. You know.
She's gonna walk out there, get her hand raised, but gotta make sure it's all right.
157 pounds over on the boys' side.
Bring us to 157 pounds for the boys. We're going to have Egan Peterson versus Devin Van Riggen-Mortar from Sheldon South O'Brien.
That was Zoe McClellan with the win by forfeit at 110 pounds for the Lions on the girls' side of this duel.
And at 115 pounds, receiving the forfeit for the Orbs is Alyssa Pareca.
Another forfeit, this time Alyssa Pareca, 115 pounds for Sheldon. She'll win by forfeit. 48-24 is the team score here. Looks like another forfeit coming, this time in favor of the Lions, as we have
Egan Peterson here trying to lock up a cradle. Just now is awarded the takedown.
Brooklyn Van Hollen gets the win by forfeit at 120. And it looks like Michelin Saddam is going to come out and get the win by forfeit at 125. Lions are going to win this duel 60-24 on the west mats.
For the Lions, Michelin Saddam.
Peterson still looking to lock that cradle and get him over the end of the period here.
South O'Brien by the score of 60 to 24.
Last about 40 seconds of that first period, Egan had that cradle locked up, but just could not get the exposure for more than a 1 count. We'll start the second period in the down position.
So congratulations, Coach Jager. The girls move to 2-0 on the year, does CLGLR. MOC Floyd Valley is 1-1 tonight, and Sheldon is 0-2. We're gonna have some boys JV matches now on the west mat.
From Sheldon, South O'Brien, Cam Jones, Central Line, George Little Rock. Check in over here in the scores table on the west mat. Mahia and Jones.
Egan needs to look to get a base.
On deck.
Try to get up off of his stomach.
Kobe Fisher for the Orbs. Elijah Cruz.
Van Riggenmorter just doing a good job of applying pressure. Egan now up to his feet. Has it. Kind of trying to keep his hips low. Well, inside.
Yoni Mahia. Yep. Okay, once again, Yoni Mahia for the Orbs and Cam Jones for the Lions.
Van Riggenmorter doing a good job of just trying to keep Peterson down, looking for a far side cradle.
We have Cam Jurens and Jonathan Mahia for Sheldon South O'Brien on our west mat. JV match on the west mat.
Out of bounds. Bring it back to the center here. 34 seconds left in the second period. Still a 2-0 lead for Egan Peterson. .22 seconds to go here in the second period. Still a 2-0 lead for Egan Peterson. Van Riggenmorter trying to run around the front of the head here to get Peterson on his back. Oh! Was able to roll through that and get the 1-point escape right there at less than 10 seconds to go in the second period. That'll bring us to the end of the second period. We'll start the third. Van Riggenmorter chooses down. Peterson will be on top. Caution green there. Peterson looking to bring him back to the mat. They will go out of bounds. We'll return them to the center.
Over on the west mat, Cam Jurens will get the win by fall over Mahia.
Van Riggenmorter will get the 1-point escape. Bring the lead for Egan Peterson to 3-1. Minute 37 to go in the third period.
Cruz, check in. You're up on the JV. Kobe Fisher for the Orbs and Elijah Cruz for the Lions.
Cody Fisher up for the Orabs. Elijah Cruz for the Lions here on our west mat. Another JV match.
.52 seconds left to go here in the third period on the east mat. Peterson will receive a stall call.
And on our west mat, Elijah Cruz gets the quick victory, wins by fall.
40 seconds to go here in the third period. Peterson looking to his corner there.
Looking for Victor Topete for the Orabs.
.16 seconds left to go here in the third period. Egan Peterson.
Up on the west mat, we have Rylan Maxwell of Central Line George Little Rock.
On the east mat here,
Victor Topete, Sheldon.
Did just award Egan Peterson a 1 point. Illegal violation of, I believe, grabbing the singlet. He will win by a 4-2 decision.
Good start to the year for Egan, 157-pound freshman, big freshman. Goes 2-0, I do believe, tonight.
Yeah. It's going to bring us to 165 for Central Line, George Little Rock. We'll have Aaron Springer versus Michael Fisher from Sheldon, South O'Brien.
Mitchell Fisher for the Lions, Aaron Springer.
Fisher will get that 2 takedown there at the edge of the mat. Springer looking for the reversal here. Will get the 2-point reversal. Scramble here on the edge of the mat. Springer will maintain his top position. And will be tied still 2-2. Oh, he will give up the reversal though. And Michael Fisher, or Mitchell Fisher from Sheldon, South O'Brien will win by fall.
Maxwell and Topete will go to second period. I believe they are tied 3-3.
And 175 pounds for Sheldon, South O'Brien, Cole Bruce. For the Lions, Matt Everhart.
It's going to bring us to 175. For Central Line George or Little Rock, we've got Michael Everhart, or Matthew Everhart, sorry, versus Colt Roos of Sheldon, South O'Brien. Everhart with a quick 2 takedown there. Roos will score the 1-point escape.
And Rylan Maxwell will win by fall on the west mats over Topete of the Orabs.
Roos trying to get that double underhook. Everhart with a, kind of a throw by. Let's get that 2-point takedown.
And Ethan Knobloch for the Lions. Again, John Wolf, Sheldon, South O'Brien, Ethan Knobloch.
Now up on the west mat, another JV match. We have John Wolf of Sheldon, South O'Brien, and Ethan Knobloch for Central Line George Little Rock.
24 seconds left to go here in the first period. Everhart still with the 4-1 lead. 6 seconds to go here. And that will bring us to the end of the first period. Matthew Everhart from Central Line George Littlerock with that 4-1 lead. Red will defer. Green will choose down.
Knobloch with a takedown here on a west mat, leads 2-0, minute 20 left in the first period.
Lang and Mulder.
Everhart needs to get his head off the mat here, just try to build to his base. And
Some concession specials here, folks. A slice of pizza for $1. Big cookies for $1. And a sub for $3. If only you could just wait this long for these specials, right?
Roos with,
Never seems to work.
not sure I've seen that since middle school, but
$1 for cookies and $3 subs. Looks like they're going to get rid of them.
stall call there on the bottom. Not a whole lot he can do. He's kind of applying the top pressure. Does have him over now for the 3 count there. 4. Will be awarded the 3-point near fall. Will bring us to 4-4.
West mat 4-1. Knobloch leads Wolf as we go to the second period in our JV match on the west mat.
Everhart doing a good job here fighting to stay off his back. 6 seconds left to go here in the second period. Roos will be awarded the 3-point near fall. We'll bring our score to 4-4. Tied up as we go into the third period.
Still 4-1 here on a west mat. Minute and a half left in the second period. That is Wolf of Sheldon South O'Brien and Knobloch, CLGLR.
Everhart will start the third period on top. Score is tied 4-4. Our team score, it will be 27-6 in favor of Central Line George Little Rock. Oh, Everhart will give up the 2-point reversal. They will award Roos a 2-point near fall as well. Red still is in control here. Now Everhart will have the reversal. 34 seconds left to go here in the third period. Everhart needs to go here. 25 seconds left.
Start of the third period over on our west mat. Ethan Knobloch still leads 5-1 over Wolf of Sheldon.
.20 seconds left to go here. Everhart looking for 2 points to tie it up, or?
Winner by 8-6 decision, Cole Lewis.
Clock error there will end that match in favor of Colt Roos, 8-6 over Matthew Everhart. That's going to bring us to 190. At 190 for Central Line, we got Ethan Peterson.
Under a minute to go here on our West mat. Still 5-1, Knobloch leading Wolf in that JV match. We have one more JV match to go.
190 pounds for Sheldon South O'Brien. Aiden Miller.
For Sheldon South O'Brien, it's going to be Aiden Miller versus Ethan Peterson of Central Line, George Little Rock. Peterson in on the single leg, looking to finish it off. Switch over to a double here if he can. We'll get behind him for the 2. Peterson kind of sucks him back there, trying to get the exposure.
Blood time on the West mat. 2 seconds left in the match. We'll go blood time.
Miller looking to get the escape here. Peterson still in control. Ethan Peterson looking to apply some pressure to the back of the head there. Try to gain control. Puts in the leg. Gets a little too high. His hips were just a little too high there. And Miller was able to secure the reversal there at the end of the first period. 7 seconds left to go here. We'll end the first period.
Ethan Knobloch will get the win by by 5-1 decision on the West mat.
Our final JV match.
And we have blood time on the East mat.
Stoppage for some blood time.
Reminder, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we start our live broadcast or when we post videos. And be sure to follow Central Line on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news. And we'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors once again, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Secret Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. Up now, last JV match of the evening, we have Dylan Mulder from Central Line, George Little Rock, and Levi Lang from Sheldon South O'Brien.
Start of the second period here on the East mat. Miller chose down to start. Ethan Peterson will be on top here. Miller working hard to get out. Peterson with a mat return. Trying to just keep him down there. Work at breaking him down. Cheap little tilt there. Will be awarded some back points, but will give up. Technically has given up a reversal yet. Will still in control. Will receive the 2 near fall. There, Miller will receive the 1 point escape.
Over on our west mat, Dylan Mulder up 3-2, but we have blood time for Lang, so we'll go just to our east mat here.
56 seconds to go here in the second period. Ethan Peterson from Central Line George Little Rock with the 4-3 lead over Aiden Miller of Sheldon South O'Brien. Peterson with a good defense there will receive the 2 takedown. We're going to, that far ankle, try to break him down a little bit. Working on a arm trap, like a little tilt. At the end of the period there, Peterson will have a locked hands.
Back in action on the west mat. Dylan Mulder up 5-2 over Levi Lang.
Peterson will start the third period. He chooses neutral. Does have a 6-4 lead over Aiden Miller.
30 seconds left in the first period here on the west mat. Another takedown from Mulder. Ten seconds left here for Dylan Mulder, and Dylan Mulder will get the win by fall on our west mat. That'll do it for our JV
Ethan
matches.
Peterson working here on the front headlock, trying to get around for the takedown. Look at it. Locking up a near side cradle. Will get the 2 takedown. Has that cradle locked up, trying to run the head. Still has not cleared that exposure. Now we should start seeing a count. We'll get, they awarded 2. I thought there was at least a 3 or 4 count there. Nevertheless, a 2-point near fall for Ethan Peterson. Brings his lead to 10-4. 45 seconds left to go in the third period. Has that leg kind of laced, shelf it. Trying to cross face. Trying to looking to secure the pin here at the end of the third period. 10 seconds to go. We'll have the 3-point near fall. 3 seconds left to go here. Ethan Peterson will win by decision.
Wins by 13-4 major decision.
Will be a major decision. The score of 13-4. Brings our team score 31-9 in favor of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
For a 215-pound match.
Which is going to bring us to 215 pounds.
For the Lions, Trevor Deeren.
For Central Lyon George Little Rock, we'll have Trevor Deeren. For Sheldon South O'Brien is going to be Landon Seatstra. Seacher shoots from a little bit of a distance there. Deeren with a good defense. A little bit of a throw by there. Trevor Deeren will get the 2-point takedown. Needs to get off his butt. Seatstra is going to get the reversal here. Right. Well, no, they have not had any change in position yet. Trevor, good scramble there. There's a 1-point escape awarded to Seatstra. .15 seconds left to go here in the first period. Trevor Deeren from Central Line Georgia Little Rock with the 2-1 lead over Landon Seatstra. Seatstra with the shot. Trevor sprawls and was able to get behind him for the 2 right there at the end of the period. Deeren able to score off of defense there. Red has elected to start in the down position. Trevor Deeren with the 4-1 lead to start the second period. Seatstra with the quick switch. Deeren was able to counter that. Trevor looking to break him back down. Will give up the 1-point escape as they go out of bounds. Minute 20 to go here in the second period. Score is still 4-2 in favor of Trevor Deeren of Central Line Georgia Little Rock. Like to see Trevor establish some offense here. Try to get in on a leg. Work for a takedown here. Minute to go in the second period. Seatstra tries a little bit of an ankle pick. Again, Seatstra in on a shot. Was in deep. Trevor caught him. Does have him on his back and will secure the pin. Trevor Deeren wins by fall tonight at 2:15 for Central Line Georgia Little Rock. It's going to bring us to 285 pounds. For Central Line Georgia Little Rock, we're going to have Sam Christensen versus Jack Lang from Sheldon, South O'Brien.
For the Lions, Sam Christensen.
Sam looking to close out his night with another win.
Sam probably giving up a little bit of weight in the heavyweight, the 285-pound division here, as he was close to 265, 270 at the end of football, and Coach even told me he's probably dropped at least 15 pounds already in the wrestling room. Moves a lot better, but giving up a little bit of weight to some of these guys. Maybe not tonight, but
yeah,
as they go through the season, might give up a little bit.
Late in the season, he probably will give up easy a few pounds to some of these guys, but that heavyweight class, it varies, you know.
Yeah, big range, obviously.
From 215 to 285, you've got 70-pound difference. So, and early in the season, after football season, they're gonna drop some weight.
Yeah,
it's just the nature of it. I don't think these guys probably eat very well every Thursday night like they do in football.
No,
Team
probably
meals.
not. Probably not eating not nearly as much.
Maybe
They can't anymore. Some of those guys that had to watch their weight at least.
Yeah. It's going to bring us to the end of the first period here. Score tied up 0-0. Green's choice. He will select down. Sam quick off the whistle. We'll get the escape to start the second period. Like to see your big guy up and out of there in less than 5 seconds. A little bit of action there at the edge of the mat. Both guys just trying to kind of establish some inside control. Look to see some action out of these guys here. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Christensen in on a shot. .26 seconds left to go here in the second period. Christensen with that 1-0 lead with the escape to start the second period. .10 seconds to go here in the second period. A little late flurry there at the end of the second period. Christensen will get the takedown. Sam will elect to potentially let him up, and then does drop down to the single. We'll have a technical violation there on Sam for locked hands. Bring the score to 3-1 in favor of Sam Christensen from Central Line Georgia Little Lang and quad pod there, Sam trying to chop his arms back down to break him down. Christensen looking to break him back down here. Will have that headlock. Kind of a crossface, try to potentially dangerous call here. Will bring Lang back underneath. Minute 9 left to go here in the third period. Sam Christensen with that 3-1 lead. Lang back to that quad pod. Christensen's trying to break him down. Will give up a reverse there. Lang will tie it up. 3-3. Lang will get called with a full Nelson there to the technical point violation. Gives Sam Christensen the 1-point lead with 49 seconds left to go here in the third period. Wrestler set. Like to see Christensen try to get out of here, explode out like he did in the start of the second period. Lang will elect to let him up. Try to tie it with the takedown. 30 seconds left here in the third period. Christensen will get called with a stalling. Illegal hand lock. Will award the 1 point to Sam Christensen. Equipment timeout here.
Take an opportunity here once again to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Secret Defaults Insurance and Real Estate. Well, now it looks like we also have blood time.
Yeah.
So we have a broken headgear and some blood time here, and there's a total of 4 seconds left. Upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night, and I'll have the call. Basketball. Boyden Hall comes to town. We have JV and JVR boys basketball at the Activity Center. That stream will start at 4 o'clock. Then the JV girls from the gym here, that'll be a 4:30 start time. Those will be on their own separate streams. And then the varsity doubleheader will start at 6, and that will be on its own stream as well. Then Monday, December 11th, we have 7th and 8th grade boys basketball versus Laverne. That'll be a 4 o'clock start time from the Activity Center. And Monday as well, we have our high school winter concert from the auditorium at 7:30 p.m.
Look like there the Sheldon South O'Brien coaches were questioning that last point awarded to Sam Christensen for the...
And that'll do it.
We'll close it out. Sam Christensen with a 6-3 win at heavyweight tonight for Central Line George Little Rock.
Sam Christensen wins by 6-3 decision.
That's going to bring our dual score to 40-9 in favor of Central Lyon. Again, we do have 2 open weights to start. So we will be open at 106 and 113.
I know they have a 106-pounder. Not sure if they had 113 or not.
Yep. Looks like they do have a 106-pounder.
At 106 pounds, receiving the forfeit for the Orioles.
Alexis Ocampo from Sheldon South O'Brien will win by forfeit. A little chess match going on here by the coaches. At 120, or sorry, at 113.
113 was a double forfeit, I believe, right? Hmm.
113 was a double forfeit. 120, Josh Hoffman from Sheldon, South O'Brien, will win by forfeit. It's going to bring us to 126. Adrian Bunchy for Central Line George Little Rock. Adrian Bunchy with a takedown there. The headlock locked in and will secure the pin. 141 left in the first period.
And that'll do it. Central Line George Little Rock gets the 46-21 victory here to wrap things up. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with some post-dual thoughts here on the CL Broadcast Network.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
Back here in Rock Rapids. After the duel,
Lions start the year off 2-0. Two pretty good wins tonight over a couple quality teams. Good looking way to start the season. You know, these guys don't have very much practice. Most of them just qualified tonight to even make weight. So, yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, on the girls' side, scores tonight. The first duel of the evening between MOC Floyd Valley and Sheldon. MOC got the 46-30 win. Then next, Central Line George Little Rock beat MOC 51-30. And the last duel for the girls, it was 60-24 in favor of the Lions over the Orabs. On the boys' side of things, MOC beat Sheldon 60-24 in the first duel. Then it was Central Line George Little Rock 44, MOC Floyd Valley 36. And the final duel of the evening, CLGLR 46, Sheldon, South O'Brien 21. Like you said, Adam, good night for the boys and the girls. Girls have been wrestling, obviously, for a while. This is the start of Siouxland Conference duels for the girls, but they've been out for about a little less than a month, tournaments and things like that. This is the first dual event for the girls. But good job by the girls there to go 2-0 and to start conference play and or duels, or whatever you want to call it. Play, yeah.
Yep.
And then also for the boys, like you said, the boys, most of them, I think, all but maybe two of them were varsity football players, and so they didn't start wrestling until after Thanksgiving, basically. So they've only really been in the room for 2 weeks. So a good night for them as well. Congratulations to Coach Jager and Coach Eben on the 2 victories tonight. As the little kids better move out of the way, they're going to get run over and trapped underneath these mats. But, I want to thank Adam for coming in and helping me out tonight.
Absolutely.
Always enjoy anybody that can give any sort of insight on what is actually going on out there, as I have no clue. I don't plan on learning either. I have 2 kids that are are wrestling right now. I still don't plan on learning.
Well, you'll learn. Just being around it and absorbing it, and yeah, it was great to be here tonight. And wished Coach Lupkus could have been here with us. He always provides a little more input too. It's just good to have, and we look forward to a couple more home duels over in George this year, so we can try to wrap up a good season.
Yeah, the Lions will be back. The girls go to, where do the girls go? West Monona for the Western Iowa tournament this Saturday. The boys will be in Emmetsburg for the Emmetsburg tournament that they go to every year.
Yep,
that'll be on Saturday.
Yeah, Emmetsburg tournament, usually always a pretty good tournament every year. I think Central Line's been going to that tournament for
a long time, since it was before Central Line George Little Rock.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Back in the 90s when you and I were in high school, I remember they would always be over there.
Yep.
Well, good tournament. It would be a good test for some of these guys. Get some good, 3 to 5 matches probably under their belt this Saturday, and get a good test on the road.
Yes, it will be. So I want to take a last opportunity to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seabird Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. Reminder that I'll be back on the air tomorrow night with basketball here in the gym with Boyden Hall. The JVR boys at 4 o'clock, JV girls at 4:30, and then I will start on the mic a little before 6 o'clock for the varsity doubleheader.
Always look forward to the broadcasts. Central Line Broadcasting does a great job, and I know the fans always appreciate it.
Thank you for that. For Adam Top, I'm Jeff Cruz. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight.